everyone, you have read the title of the video correctly, because today I am in, well, sunny old England to play around with a cool little gadget that I have acquired. This is hopefully a remote controlled paper plane. I'm not 100% sure how well this is going to work. If it does though, it's going to be really rather cool. Now the design for the plane, this is not actually the design it was intended for. I tried to make the model and it didn't really quite work in the way that I wanted it to. I was a little bit crappy really with making it, so this is a slightly different design. However, I'm hoping it'll work really rather well. As you can see, we've got a little electrical control module at the front. This is all controlled via a phone. At the back we've got a propeller, and you can hopefully see that little rudder that is apparently going to do steering. Quite how well it's going to steer, I don't know. That is part of the hopeful fun of this. We're going to launch it, see how it goes, try and not crash it into the floor. Apparently it's crash proof. I'm pretty sure we're going to put this name to the test. Right, let's give it its first flight. I'm hoping I'm not going to end up running across a field chasing after a remote control paper plane, but you never know. And we are off. It's actually working pretty well. We have got a little bit, not quite enough lift that time. I'm not sure whether my fault or something went wrong with it. One of the real difficulties with this is, as you can imagine, a paper plane not exactly designed to carry all of this electrical stuff, so you've got to try and give it enough lift, hence why we've got these giant elevators at the back. Initial test didn't have it, it just nosedived into the floor, so we've tinkered around with it a little bit to try and give it the lift to actually get it to, you know, go up in the air. We are hoping, oh, apparently the throttle doesn't want to go on, hoping that this will start. There we go, that's more like it, although we have come around in a circle. That's not going to plan as of yet. Let's see if we can actually try and steer it the other way. The steering, as I said, is a little bit wonky, so I'm thinking that's perhaps not helping matters. Right, plane. There we go, look at it go. It's going. It's actually flying. Oh, I think we might have got caught by a breeze. One of the big difficulties with this has been actually trying to find a good enough day to do this in. If it rains, of course, well, you get soggy paper aeroplane. There's not really what you want, not really ideal for flying. If there's any than a slight bit of wind, it's completely useless. As you can imagine, a little paper plane is going to get blown about no end. So, yeah, trying to find the right day has taken a good week or so just to be able to even start doing this, and we've gone through various different designs of plane as well. Hopefully I'll overlay a picture at this point and you can see my floor full of paper aeroplanes. Right, let's see if we can get a longer flight this time out. Okay, we've got going, we're losing steering. Oh, probably not supposed to have crashed it into there. I think that's supposed to be a cricket pitch. It apparently likes turning to the left. Nobody's going to see this bit, don't mind me. Let's go and rescue. There we go. Right, let's see if we can actually fly this direction. I think the wind is kind of slightly blowing it towards that way, which is not really helping matters. So yeah, let's try and actually get it back up into the air for any more length of time. Nope, we want to go around in a circle. That's always fun. Now, one of the slight problems with this, as I said, the steering is a little bit inaccurate. I have had a few problems with the actual plane just losing the steering completely. I'm going to have a little tinker with this, see if I can get it to fly better, hopefully more in a straight line. Right, so we're going to launch it this way, try and not crash into anyone, specifically the camera. The dog running around as well, and I'll probably have fun with it. Yes, I've got control. Well, we've stopped going around in a circle. I have had to just abandon that because it wasn't turning back to us. Apparently, if I steer to the right, we kind of fly straight. If we steer to the left, we go around in a very, very tight circle. I was initially hoping to try and get it to do like a figure of 8 sort of thing to prove the steering works. It's kind of not working at the moment. I think that's more to do with my plane design than the actual voltage of the controls as such. It is a little bit of a wonky design. You can see the elevators are not the perfect really shape. They're all slightly a bit, you know, quickly made by me. This is me we're talking about after all. Wouldn't be a FailRace video if something didn't crash. Can't really roll the plane as such, but we can plummet it into the ground. Right, well, I mean, it really wants to go and play cricket, goddammit. I've built a very British plane. It wants to play cricket. Look at that though, that is going some. Oh, look at it go! We've done a full lap! We've done a full lap and I've lost control of it. We're going to abandon it there because I don't want it to go in the cricket pitch again. It flies! We actually got it. That's a decent length of flight for a paper aeroplane. I wonder what the world record is for a paper aeroplane. Admittedly, this is very, very cheating. but it actually flies really rather well. It's a shame. I think it is more down to my dodgy designing of the plane in the first place. Is why it's pulling so badly to the left, because it's actually going really well. Right, we're going to move a bit further away so we don't end up crash landing it into, I think it's supposed to be a cricket here, whatever it is. Yeah, we're going to try and not invade that too much. Right, let us see, can we get any, I don't know how long that flight was. I'll stick a timer how long that actually flew for then. Right, fly that direction, don't fly at me. Please don't fly at me. We got turning-ish. That's kind of more of a hovercraft at that stage than an actual plane, but never mind. Right, we should go and rescue this one. I think we'll change camera position slightly so that we stop flying towards scenery. So I had to have just a little reset. As I said, sometimes we do lose steering on the plane. I don't know why it is. Just restart the app and it'll get going again. Right, we're going to try see if we go for a longer flight than that previous one. Right, offwards we go. Oh, we've got, well, that got caught in the wind. We kind of had it going straight for a little while. I think we might have got slightly buffeted by a gust of wind. And when I say gust of wind, it is a really very still day out here. This is probably about as still a day as you're going to ever get in England in the middle of a field somewhere. So this is very sensitive. If you have a big indoor space, far better. I don't, unfortunately. Hence why we are out here. Yeah, little gusts of wind can do that sort of a thing with it. Plane! We're going to abandon that over there somewhere before we end up in a field. There is, you might have heard in the background, I apologise for the less than perfect audio. We are still on the phone's microphone. There is a tractor going around over in that field. I would rather not fly my plane into the path of a great big tractor. We would have a rather squished little paper aeroplane. Okay, let us see. We're kind of getting it to go in a straight line now. The problem is only getting it to go in a straight line by holding the little steering right. We have slightly lost connection as well to the... We got connection back? No, I think we may have lost it again on the plane front. Right, so let's just restart all of this and get things going again. This plane, it uses Bluetooth to control it. It's an interesting way of doing things. I think it's designed to be a little bit cheaper rather than boxing it with a controller. I personally would prefer a controller. This is a little bit awkward. It's a little bit imprecise to try and fly with. We're just trying to restart at the moment and we're having some problems finding the plane. It's not too bad, it works, as you've seen, it does actually fly, it's just less than ideal, slightly imprecise, and we're not finding a plane at the moment, so we're going to have to reboot everything. Right, okay, again, had to have a little bit of a restart, it had a wobbly, don't ask me why, I wish I knew. Okay, let's see if we can go further. Try and not get it stuck. Oh, that's that got caught by a big bit of wind. I was trying to throw that one straight, it apparently decided it didn't want to go straight anymore, it wanted to end up, it really was going to play at a field, I wish it wouldn't. Yes, it's a nice large area of space over that way. A little bit of a breeze going on at the moment as well. We will just give it a minute to calm down. Right, let's see if we can not end up in the cricket pitch, not end up in the field, and just go for a nice long flight this time out. I think I am throwing it into the wind that way. I think what I'm doing is throwing it into the wind is going up too quickly, and as it's coming back down again, we can't get enough lift to keep it going. It's a little bit less than ideal. I think I might have to start throwing it from this direction. If we can get a tailwind, it might help it a little bit. Certainly keep the nose from going too far up. Right, here we go. No, or not. Or not apparently. Might have bent something somewhere along here. Got all these little fine shapes. It's amazing the little differences, like the position of the elevators, the position of these, I don't know what to call these side wing bits can actually make to keeping a thing from going. Or it could just be me throwing it like a twat, really. Right. The throttle doesn't want to stay up. Never mind, there we go. No, I think I might have bent something. I'm having a feeling it's might have a little bit of a problem. Okay, we're going to launch it back this way again. Let's see if we can get it going. I rolled a plane! I'm not quite sure what's going on with this now. It was working so well a minute ago and now it's decided it doesn't want to cooperate so much. Right, steering, we've still got control of steering, I'm always worried about losing that. Let us have another go. Yeah, I think I might have bent something. Well, I think that's, the plane is going to need some work, it might need a little bit of a fix. I might have a play around with some other designs, see if we can get something else to be working. We've got a roll, I've rolled a plane, I'd say that's a good day for anything, and we actually got it a decent distance. It actually flew for a while. Unfortunately, being a plane, bits can bend. It's not the fault of the propeller stuff, that's my shoddy paperwork, really. There we go, that is a remote control paper aeroplane. Really rather cool, really rather good fun. I'll put a link to where I got this from. It's only about 40 quid. You will need a bit of space to fly it, but as you saw, it does actually work. Control a little dodgy, but on the whole, I think it's really rather good fun. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.